Hello, friends, and welcome to episode 23 of The
Wow.
Weird Turn Pro. I'm Mo Strummel in Nashville, Tennessee.
I'm Jason Winfield in Lamont, PA. And today we have Rob Higginbotham with us. How are you doing today, Rob?
Doing pretty good. I'm
Awesome.
here in Nashville as well. So
Uh,
actually,
I'm out.
right up the street from Mo. It turns out.
Yeah, we discovered that we're about like one neighborhood apart,
Oh, nice.
or like a street. My wife just said a street apart. Don't forget, Joan's on the other side of the table here. She's producing the show for us, pushing all the buttons.
How you doing, Joan?
So, Rob, we met the other day, and here you are.
Here I am.
Yeah. So, you know what we like to do? We like to get right into a song.
Well,
What
let's
do you
do
got
it.
for us first?
I'm gonna wake things up here with black coffee.
Oh,
All right.
excellent.
Yeah. All right, here we go. You wake me up every morning. You wipe the sleep right from my eyes, and you warm me. You make me feel so good inside, and you help me get up and out and ready for my day. Then you carry me at least half the way. We've been together for so very long. I had to write you a song. Goes like do 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 do. Black coffee. Do 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 do. Ah, you taste so good when you're done right. A French press so clever drips the way. In Ethiopia, those magic beans that make me wanna sing. Another for me at the 4 p.m. But I'll be up all night just singing. Do 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 do. Black coffee. Do 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 do. Oh, but what a jealous lover you are. If I wait for the day or two, then the consequences are more than I can bear. I guess I can never leave you. Black coffee.
That is awesome.
Thanks.
Got me bouncing around over here.
Yeah, right.
I love that. I love that song.
I almost did the thing where I was going to tell Joan to bring you into the screen so everybody could see you bouncing around.
Yeah.
So that is that is a really cool song. We want to give people a chance to take a look at there's a video out for this. Can you click on that for us, John? And if you want to go see it, this QR code will take you to YouTube. If you scan it right now on your screen, if you're watching later, you can pause it and do that. If you're watching right now, I'm not giving you that chance. You're going to have to probably come back and do it. But the video is absolutely outstanding. I recommend everybody go and see it. As not while we're on, but as soon as we're done, go see it. Very, very, very cool. Very
awesome. I love how you take that relationship and just give it everything that it has.
Oh, the relationship with coffee.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm still nursing a headache because I didn't get quite as much of it as what I needed this morning.
You get the bridge.
Completely. It's a nightmare.
It's the worst. Jealous lover
James
indeed.
Yes.
James Richards is is laying down some comments on Facebook, and he said he's levitating.
Yes.
So that may mean something to you.
That means a lot. Hey, James, I'm glad you could join us. So James is a singer-songwriter. He's down in Columbia, right? You're in Columbia, I think. And he's been a fan for a long time. And the middle part, the bridge part, there's a levitation scene where I kind of float up because of the coffee and all.
The coffee, yeah.
And he actually he's also a visual artist, and he drew this really cool picture of me basically levitating with all these little weird guys around looking at me going,
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm still looking forward to getting that from you at some point when I'm back down south, by the way, 'cause he said he was going to pass it on to me. So
we're glad we could connect you.
Yeah, glad to have you here, James.
Yeah. Thanks
That's
for
awesome.
watching.
So obviously,
why don't we go ahead?
I was just going to say, I think that song speaks for itself. I was kind of going the same direction that Mo was. I mean, if you know coffee and you've spent your time addicted to it, you deal with the price you have to pay. And I think it's time let's hear another song, because I think that's where we are.
All right. Yeah, just a little bit of info. I used to actually roast coffee professionally for a number of years. I started a small coffee roasting business here. I didn't start the business, but I was the roast master for Portland Brew Coffee.
So it's deeper than just an addiction. This is like you're a dealer too.
It's a way of life, honestly. Yeah, I'm so glad that coffee's legal. So
yeah, that is a good thing.
Speaking of legal drugs, so this next one is about a drug that is maybe legal, maybe not, depending on where you are. Although the song itself is really more about drug prohibition in general.
Okay.
It's called The Devil May Care. The devil may care, but it don't bother me. No, the devil may care, it's just plain to see. Yeah, it ain't had no one that seems to like it. It mustn't be that bad. No, the devil may care, but it don't bother me. Walking home with his hands in his pockets, minding nobody else's business. Pushed to the ground by a thug with a gun. And who do you think the law is with? In his pocket, the cop found some reefer. That's all he needed to take him to jail. And now he can't get home to help his woman take care of the baby girl. The devil may care, but it don't bother me. No, the devil may care, but it's just plain to see. Yeah, you ain't had no one and you seem to like it. It mustn't be that bad. No, the devil may care, it don't bother me. other side, my friend in blue can't keep up with all he's expected to do. Feels like the circus is at war with the zoo. Who do you think is gonna win? He says he knows exactly what he would do. Make it all legal, let everyone choose. If you ain't hurting anybody but you, then why should I care about your sin? Unless I'm gonna take you in. Yeah, the devil may care. Yeah, the devil may care. And your mama might care. And your wife might care. But your girlfriend don't care. Tennessee might care. But Illinois doesn't care. Really? I know Colorado doesn't care. California, Washington State, Hawaii. The list is going on and on. We're getting outnumbered here. Yeah, it's about an 8-hour drive to a dispensary, I believe, from Nashville, Tennessee. All that tax revenue being wasted. All those people being incarcerated. That doesn't make any sense to me. Anyway, yeah, that might be the devil caring about there. The devil may care. Yeah, the devil may care. Oh yeah, the devil may care, but it doesn't bother me.
I love that. I love that. It's just getting better. It's just getting better. That is awesome.
Thank you.
The songs are not just good; they are topical. So
Topical.
And it's the correlation, the connections, everything. It's a fun song to listen to. It's a funny song if you're depending on what side of that argument you fall on, and it's humorous if you fall on the other side. So you kind of capture the whole essence of what it is. So and it's fun. Your rhythm and your style just kind of take you on a little bouncy voyage, and that is a wonderful trip to go down.
Well, thanks. Yeah, I think the New Orleans kind of vibe is really apropos for a pro pot song. I mean, there's plenty in that tradition, like for sure. If You're a Viper is one. I don't know. There's a ton of them.
It's let's talk about that in a minute. I just want to mention to everybody that we have your a couple of your social handles up there. So if everybody would follow along, there's how you do it right there, and you can find out more about Rob as he posts bits and pieces of his story on those sites, I'm sure. When you filled out our questionnaire, you said for genre, you said good question, and I think that was a fabulous answer, because just listening to you the other day when we met, the range of songs style-wise was significant, and I think it's what caught our eye when we were sitting there, my wife and I, and our ear, actually, not so much our. Well, you're a good-looking guy. I'll say eye too, but
you'd had a couple of beers, so that
that's the way it works for musicians, right?
So, I do want to mention that that I know we have people that are watching that know we have a no track kind of thing. These are not tracks playing behind Rob. It's a looper. He is actually playing the part, and then it's just playing it back to him live as we are sitting here.
Yeah, so you want to take a look? I can show you.
Point us down so
people. All right,
some people might not understand how that works. Some of our viewers.
All right, so here it is. It's hard to do it. It's hard to aim. with the backwards there. All right, so there it is. There's the looper. And so what I did is I was playing the chorus, "The Devil May Care," and I hit this button to record it. And now I hit it and play it back. I hit this to stop it. So I can, whenever I stop it, it'll play back from the beginning. And that lets me do the, I'm not going to show the rest of my studio because it's really messy right now because changing things around. Okay. Let's see, am I back there in the middle? All right, good.
There you go.
Yeah, so that's something I picked up a long, long time ago. I play weddings is one of the things I do to make a living, and I would play cocktail hours for people, you know, like Sinatra things and whatnot. And I found that I started using the pedal, and I can go through the chord progression and maybe sing it if it's a singable song. So sing it and play the chords behind it, loop it, and then play it back, and then I can just sit there and solo over top of it for forever. Yeah. So
I got to tell you, I have an old piece of equipment that has a very not a long looper thing built into it, but a very short looper thing. Mm-hmm. But it's an art. It's its own kind of art form. It's not something you can just like you're going to buy this piece of equipment and tomorrow you're going to be using it like crazy and everything. It's a real art to learn how to use it. So it's
I remember seeing Phil Kagi do it. That's maybe one of my first introductions to the loop pedal was Phil Kagi, and talk about art and mastery. He has one, it's called a boomerang, which you can sample several phrases and play them back in reverse. There's all kinds of stuff you can do with that one. This one's a Boss RC20 XL. It's a little more limited. It has a long loop function on it, so you can loop for a really, really long time. But yeah, it took me about 2 months to really feel confident to where I started gigging out with it. Just hitting that pedal like bam, you gotta be right on the beat. And it's not very forgiving, and there's terrible train wrecks that will occur if you start using it. Just terrible things, like just impossible things.
Wow.
Whoops.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're gonna have you do another one here real quick, but I do want to push the, you know, we're obligated to do our thing also. So we do have a new single coming out.
Oh, he just went away.
And it's called "If You Were Me," and we do it as the Red Dirt Poets. So Jason and I have a project called the Red Dirt Poets where we put together songs. So this will be coming out. It's at Americana Radio now, so we're hoping to get some ads from them, and then it will be released to the public on the 18th. I'm also thinking of putting the video up a little bit early on YouTube, so people can look for that maybe before it actually drops to the public. So we'll try to get that up there. But now it's your turn again.
All right.
So what do you got for us now?
Well, speaking of loop, this is gonna be a loop song. It's an all loop song. This is one from Quarantine, and I think maybe subconsciously, I haven't even thought about this. Maybe the reason this is a loop song is because the last 6 months feel like it's been on a loop, like just the same damn thing every day. Like and as a person that most of my income came from live music, that's gone.
Right.
You know, I still got paid to teach, even though I wasn't teaching with the spring break quarantine that never ended.
Right.
So the income wasn't so much the deal; it was more sanity. So yeah, this is called "Lost My Heart."
Nice.
More things change, the more things stay confusing. A nesting doll that never ends. More I learn, the less I know for certain. The serpent eats its tail again. I lost my heart. Won't you help me find my heart, my heart. Lost my heart in this madness, lost my heart. Sunday morning, I'm a mess. Haven't slept, it's 6 a.m. Birds are singing to the sun. And in this place you rescue me. Tell me all the things I need to be, to find my heart in this madness. Find my heart, my heart. Find my heart in this madness. Find my heart, my heart. I lost my heart in this darkness. Lost my heart, my heart. Lost my heart in this madness. Lost my heart, my heart.
Very cool. I remember you playing
that.
that one at Belcourt Taps the other day, which is where we met, Belcourt Taps. So, Joan, throw up the long tree thing, the header, the brown.
Oh,
There you go.
tip jar.
So yeah,
Yeah.
so this is one of our sponsors. So this is what's happening is we're like this little banner here for the next 30 seconds or so costs $20. So if you're a sponsor and you want to get your company on here, that's all you have to do. It's pretty cheap, but all the money goes to the artists that we bring on. So Rob is this is paying for Rob's visit today, part of it. We're also trying to get Belcourt Taps lined up where we met. So hopefully we'll have them online here soon, and I think they're going to be offering some food for the artists in form of gift certificates. As soon as we get that straightened out, that'll be an extra little bonus, right?
That's awesome.
Yeah. So, but in the meantime, if you are a sponsor and want to throw in here, you can contact us at weird@weirdpros.com. It's pretty easy email to remember, and we'll send you a rate card and everything. So, yeah. So we have that.
So tell me
But I
about
remember-
Long Tree Botanicals real quick.
It is a CBD website. So you
Devil
can go
may
on
care.
All right,
Devil
that's
may
like
care.
that's the
So
one
you
thing
can
the
get-
devil doesn't care about.
Exactly. So you can go on.
He's like, "Meh,
all
whatever."
50 states now CBD. So you can go on and get yourself some different
Botanicals.
types of
Botanicals.
products. Yeah, that
Yes.
have CBD in them, and also for your pets. So there's pet stuff on there. Anyway, I think we have a right. You know what I wanted to say was that the good thing about that looper the other day when we were there is that I believe there was a little bit of technical difficulty while we were
Sure.
at Belcourt Taps, and while they were resolving that, the song just kept going, and he jumped right in when everything was ready to go. It was perfect.
I use it for sound checks all the time. Like I'll set up a loop, play it, and then I can put the guitar down, go out,
Walk around. That's
tweak-
nice.
tweak the knobs that are in the back of the bar, and grab a
It's
beer,
awesome.
come back.
Yeah. For those of you who aren't in Nashville and don't play in Nashville at a lot of these places, some of them have sound people and some of them don't. So some of them you walk in and you kind of have to set your own board up. And I've actually been at a couple. I've been at one bar downtown. I don't remember where it was. That actually, after you play, you're supposed to stay and help the next band set up their sound, and then it kind of rolls through the day that way. So
Isn't that a
actually-
sweet way to save $100 on the sound man?
Yeah, it's kind of sad in a way because if like I play occasionally at Tennessee Brew Works, and they have fantastic sound people there. Like you can walk in and Kelly is one of the sound people there, and I literally get there pretty early, but I look at him and I go, is it all right if we just do this 5 minutes before? And he's like, yeah, we're good. And I walk up and in 5 minutes I'm playing and everything sounds spectacular. So there, depending on where you are, you kind of have to be prepared though to do your own sound. So having that looper going is not a bad deal to help you out with that. We know a lot of sound people, and sound people always have their favorite things they play when they're checking sound, like in a theater situation.
This is true. Yeah. I do sound too. I mean, I used to do it a lot more. I kind of backed off of it, but I know enough to be able to work that Behringer X32 digital board they had. And they had it set up weird too, because you can program it however you want. It's like layers and layers deep. And I was like, oh God, this isn't default. They've changed it up. Somebody's done something. So okay.
Well, and there are actually pages on that, so you can change to like a different setting completely by pushing a button.
Yeah.
So they should have this like you would hope that on those boards they would just have like the basic
default,
setup, just called, this is the dummy setup. So just go to this.
And one. So the owner's running sound, and because the sound guy was sick or something and couldn't show up, and so I'm playing and there's this weird delay, like not a good delay. It's like a delay. It's like a weird 3-second delay. And so I'm playing, I'm like, do black coffee, do
coffee.
It's like coffee, coffee. Shut up! Like, and she's like, I thought you were doing that. I was like, how the hell am I going to do that? She's like, I thought it was your looper, and I was like, well, all right, fair enough. But no.
It's funny, and actually, I don't know if do you know Ben, who is the sound guy there?
No, I don't think so.
He is really good. He's really good. So when he's not there, it probably is like
huge,
really good.
Huge drop off in technical.
Yeah. So anyway, we're at that point in the show where we give you a chance to win a prize.
Yay!
Oh, awesome.
This is the prize you're playing for today.
This
is our Stay Weird Turn Pro Mason jar mug, right?
Excellent.
Comes with a lid and a straw, so you can drink outside and not worry about the birds.
And a pint of bourbon.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Will fit perfectly in this mug. So that's what you're playing for today, and we call the game My Hometown. Now, we didn't tell anybody this yet, I don't think, but you told me the other day when we met that you're an Army brat.
That's right.
For anybody who doesn't know what that is, it's not meant to be derogative. It means he really doesn't live.
Oh no, we wear the term brat like proudly.
Yeah.
There's like, I'm in several Facebook brat groups. Like the Stuttgart American High School. I went to high school in Germany, Stuttgart American High School. So I'm part of the Stuttgart American High School brats. I lived in Schwäbisch Gmünd, Germany, so I'm also a Schwäbisch Gmünd brat.
Wow. So it's one of those clubs where, people experience the same kind of experiences, right? Because they have to move around a lot, and it's hard to land in one place and do that job, and it's a job that needs to be done. So you gotta have, if you want to have a family, they have to kind of go along with it. So what we want to do is, but you did tell me that you were born in Hawaii.
As far as I know, I was 6 months old when I left, so I don't have any memory of Hawaii.
Well,
so I hope the questions are very hard.
You are eligible to be president, so we're going to leave it at that.
I got my birth certificate right here. I can show it to you.
There you go.
I don't think I'm going to be president.
We are also, but you told me that you came to Nashville in '94. Yeah. So you've been here for a while. Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to combine those two things, and we're going to ask you one question about Hawaii, and then two questions about Nashville. So this will be our new Army brat scenario, Jason. So we have an Army brat on. It'll be a question from here and a question.
The birthplace to the Yeah, awesome.
So we can honor that club membership. So the way you win the mug is you get 2 out of 3 answers correct. Okay.
I hope these aren't hard.
They're not too hard. They're pretty easy.
I don't know much about Hawaii.
I think you'll get them. We'll see how it goes. Well, Hawaii, here's your Hawaiian question. Jason will keep count for us on his fingers. So In the Hawaiian language, the state name Hawaii actually has an apostrophe in it. Does the apostrophe go after the W? Does it go after the second A? Or does it go after the first I?
Wow, that's a good question. So I got to think about, like, it's Hawaii is like, so that's it's.
So is it between the I's, after the second A, or after the W?
Man, HAWAII. I'm gonna say it's between the eyes.
That is correct.
Right between the eyes.
Right between the eyes.
Jason, how's he doing so far?
We have one.
All right.
Yay.
Right.
I feel like the guy on Wait, Don't Tell Me.
There you go. That's exactly how we stole it. We're going to admit it.
It's good to steal from the best.
Yes. So over in on the West End there is down by Vanderbilt and those areas in Nashville. There is an actual replica of the Parthenon.
Oh yeah, right.
Parthenon, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the question is, what scale is the Nashville Parthenon? Is it 1/3? Is it 1/2? Or is it full scale?
I believe it's full scale.
It is full scale. Jason, how's he doing so far?
Wait, let me do this because it means something different if I do that.
Yes, it does. So
I should have missed that
is,
one on purpose, just so
well,
it would be more tension right now between the.
Yeah, but you don't know what the third question
Yeah.
is.
That's
true. It could be hard.
Really
And we've only had 3 people make, out of 23 episodes, we've had 3 people get a perfect score.
Ooh, okay, all right. So I'm glad I didn't miss that one since I did.
Right now, you could be in another elite club. So, by the way, the thing about the Parthenon is a lot of people don't realize about the scale of it and everything, but if you actually go to where the Parthenon is, the buildings that surround it and everything create a much different feel than just this Parthenon sitting out in the middle of the park there. All right, your third question. The Ryman is, pretty much where, everybody thinks of the Opry, the country music period, right? It's like where you go, right? It's where you
Mother
go
Church.
to see.
Mother
Yep.
Church, yep.
So your question is, what was the original purpose of the Ryman?
I think I already answered that. It was a church. It was a church for Sam. Oh wait,
very nice.
The preacher. Yeah, he was a fire and brimstone preacher, and the guy that built it for him. He basically saved his soul from the evils of
Correct.
alcohol and
Sam
intemperance.
Jones.
Sam Jones. That's
Sam
right.
Jones was the evangelist. Yeah, and the Thomas Ryman
And
was
Thomas
the riverboat
Ryman.
captain.
Yeah.
Right.
All right.
Right.
Well,
Very
thanks for
good.
making those easy for me.
Very good. So
Good job.
we will be sending one of these off to you,
All right.
and you'll be able to remember us forever. Well, till it breaks. But anyway,
It's got a
very
handle. Keep it
got a
safe.
handle.
It's got a handle.
So that was very good. Very good.
Very good job, yeah.
I'm very impressed with the Hawaii answer because I thought that one would be the deal breaker for you.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Very well
I
done.
like
Very
Lee Byron's comment on that one. He just said the Three Stooges.
Was that what you said? All right, so Jason, we're going to have you play in just a second, but first let's show
Okay.
how you actually get on the show, Slate Joan, and we'll just talk about that for a second. If you are a singer-songwriter and you want to be on the show, this is how easy it is. Email us, weird@weirdpros.com. Send us links to your music, a good email, your phone number. If we like what we'll hear, we'll be in touch. Remember, no tracks. Remember, Rob is using a looper today, not a track. Okay. We want you to perform it live and in the raw. It's about the song. Also, if you're quarantining together, keep it solo until the crap is over. Internet is not instantaneous, so we can't do duets from 2 different places because they don't match up. There is a delay going on here. It may not seem like that to you, but it definitely is. All right, let's go back to our 3-person view here. And Jason, what are you going to play for us today?
I'm gonna reach out through here everybody in this conversation is from Nashville but me at this point, or is in Nashville except for me. And I wrote this song with a group of guys a couple of weeks ago. I played it once on the show, but this is called Country Music Tourist. It was written by myself, Michael Miners, Michael Soletta, and Kipper Lee. It kind of goes to a place that you might not have this feeling about them right now, but it's about the good days in Nashville prior to worrying about what the tourist is doing right now in Nashville. So, it's Country Music Tourist. You just pulled into town trying to find your way to the weekend rental, not 2 blocks away from the neon cowboy looking over Broadway. Looking for a place to throw it on behind. You heard from a friend it was a real good time. Now you're walking in here to listen to me. You're a country music tourist. There ain't no need to be a purist. You wanna hear some tunes in a Broadway saloon and get a beer in your hand. And if the tip jar raises, we'll play your friends in low places. You're a country music tourist, and that's alright by me. Road night, you'll be next to the stage, singing along with every song that gets played, wearing brand new boots, buy one get two. You're a country music tourist, there ain't no need to be a purist. You wanna hear some tunes in a Broadway saloon and get a beer in your hand. And if the tip jar raises, we'll play your friends in low places. You're a country music tourist, and that's alright by me. Every night they come and go while I sit here putting on a show. It's a special night for you, it's true, but next weekend there'll be another just like you.
I think Jason locked up on us.
Uh-oh.
He's I know that I'm yeah, he went away for a minute. He'll be back. But that's okay. You know, hey, even on CNN, it happens. Even when they're interviewing people. So we just have to deal with
Especially
where we are
nowadays.
today. Yeah. So that's where it is. So so I guess we're gonna throw you back under the bus.
I'm glad I was paying attention.
Yeah, no fooling. So what do you? Oh, here he comes.
Yeah, I guess.
Jason.
Hey, you know, I don't think StreamYard liked my song.
For those of you that don't know, our platform is StreamYard. We do this through StreamYard, which is a really good platform. But it's more likely, Jason, that the hip hop dance might be over, and maybe they all went online and kind of.
Well, she's actually in a Zoom for her class, so I think we've overloaded the line. I will find out after this is over what my son logged into. And it's not 99.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's move on and have Rob do another one for us, and we'll talk after that some more. What do you got next?
This is a song. It's off of the EP that I have up on Spotify, and every other streaming service, I think. Thanks to TuneCore, who does the distribution for me. But this is called "Get Right Back."
Get right back.
When the blues get so bad, I can't see into them, and my body feels like it's wasting away. And I know I need what I need to know is that I've got to get over me. I gotta get right back up my feet, get on with my story. I gotta get right back up, do it again. Yeah, I gotta get right back up on my feet, get on with my story. I gotta get right back up, do it again. Sometimes it's true, there ain't much to do. Weather out the storm with a bottle or two. Just kill the pain and numb up your brain, and hope that tomorrow isn't the same. But how long do demons take until, and how long do feelings keep until they sour? I gotta get right back up on my feet, get on with my story. Gotta get right back up, do it again. I gotta get right back up on my feet, get on with my story. I gotta get right back up, do it again. Some mornings the sheets weigh a ton at least. Getting out of bed is quite a feat. But hi-ho, it's off to work I go. Yeah, the Puritan in me tells me so. But how long do demons take until, and how long do feelings keep until they sour? Oh, I gotta get right back up on my feet, get on with my story. Yeah, I gotta get right back up, do it again. Ooh, yeah, I gotta get right back up on my feet, get on with my story. Yeah, I gotta get right back up, do it again. Gotta get right back up on my feet, get on with my story. Gotta get right back up, do it again. Gotta get right back up on my feet, get on with my story. Yeah, I gotta get right back up, do it again. And do it hand.
I like that. I like that,
That
a
was
lot.
really good. Also has, to me anyway, a real New Orleans kind of
For sure.
vibe. Yeah, yeah.
What's weird is like going back and singing it since the quarantine. It so fits what's going on right now. Like,
yeah.
getting out of bed is quite a feat, you know.
Yep, absolutely it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
When you don't have
gotta give
anything to
yourself
really-
something to look forward to.
Yeah, you don't have anything to look forward to or get up for. It's like it's really, really hard to do anything.
Yeah, I think you have to like create something to look forward to. You know, like every day, like the next day. What am I gonna, like
Right.
this show, right? Because
Exactly. Like I'm thankful that we met and that I had this to look forward to. It's like
Oh,
I haven't
I'm
done a live show in a while just because I don't know. It's hard. The technical difficulties. I think we're getting some of that right now. It feels like it's kind of spotty and there's not that same kind of one-on-one kind of feedback from an audience that
right.
right.
Such a big part of it.
And that's kind of why we started this, so that instead of just you in your room trying to do it on yourself, at least you have a couple guys here, a couple knuckleheads that can give you some feedback and enjoy themselves listening to the music. So I mean that's really why we started it.
And I got to thank you for being on, because I love where you go with the guitar. James asked it earlier. I'm from Illinois, and I'm from Southern Illinois, and I've always kind of thought of myself as a river kid, although there wasn't one right in my town. But that's, what I mean, you're just taking me right down that river between St. Louis and giving me that feel, and that's awesome. So
well, thank you, appreciate it.
We've got we're gonna play What Are You Drinking?
Nope.
Oh, you warned me about this, so I got ready during the break.
Nice. Nice.
Sorry, I didn't give you a whole lot of time there.
Well, I'm glad I got back when I did. I thought, I guess I'm on.
Yeah.
Stop playing.
We'll let you go last here, but and I'll lead off. That will kind of sandwich the beers here. But I am today drinking a Black Abbey Pearl Street.
Ooh, nice.
This is a local brewery here in Nashville, and they also have a little restaurant there, and they do have live performances, although I don't know if they're back yet at that venue. But it's good beer. It's good beer across the board. What do you got, Jason?
I'm celebrating the summer as long as I can, and I'm back with my Ruby Redbird Shiner because of the nice grapefruit flavor on my beer, and it's feeling great. It goes down easy, and it just helps time pass, I guess.
And you look good in your bathing suit.
No.
Right?
I've never looked good in a bathing suit. My two-piece has a little bit too much going on in between.
Oh, God. What do you got, Rob?
Well, I got my beer. My beer is actually on draft.
Okay.
So this is the Fenario, which is an IPA from who's it from? Oh, Jackalope. And this is something you can only get in kegs, and so it's one of my favorite beers now. When we moved into this place that we're in now in November, and it had a basically an extra fridge in the basement, and so I went, I bought a keg system and put in a couple of taps, and so we've got Fenario and Abita Andygator, speaking of New Orleans, on draft.
Nice.
Well, hey,
so you have a choice of beers.
This is true. This is leading into the next one. I can see this setup.
So tell us why you have two beers on tap.
Well, so one's for me, the IPA is for me, and then the Abita Andygator is for my lovely wife, who's also name is also Mo, short for Monique.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, and so the good news for me is that I like both of those beers pretty much, like almost equally. Like, doesn't bother me at all to drink an Anti-Gator. I actually kind of stay off it since that's her beer, but let's just put it this way. Her keg runs out a lot more often than mine. Yeah.
Telltale signs.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, cheers, gentlemen.
Cheers.
So
So
what
I
do you
got
got
one-
then to follow that up?
I got one little thing to say, a little shout out to Black Abbey. The owner of Black Abbey, his name's Carl. Blanking on his last name, but I used to be a beer brewer too. So like I was a home brewer. I haven't done that in a while. It's actually what landed me the coffee roasting gig is that I brewed some beer and the owner of the coffee shop was like, well, if you can brew beer, you can probably roast coffee too.
Sure.
And so
Yeah.
Carl and I were in the Music City Brewers in Nashville, Tennessee. We used to meet at Bosco's over in Hillsborough Village back before they closed. And we had this like we met for the first time, and we were both sitting down and we were geeking out so hard it was a problem. It was like we're talking about yeast flocculation, we're talking about like resting temperature, like protein rest. We're like getting really deep into it, and we both at this same moment look at each other. We're like, we need to just drink a beer and just lay off of this, like nerd talk for a minute. And so we had this like weird connection, and so fast forward like 12 years and I'm going to Black Abbey comes out. It's a thing. And I had no idea. I go into their tasting room one day and there's Carl. And I'm like, hey, I know you. I remember you from the Homebrewers Club. He's like, yeah. And I think he remembered my name right. He's like, Rob, right? And I'm like, that blows my mind because I can never remember anybody's name. But yeah, and I was like, so what do you do here? And he's like, I own it. And I'm like, you win the Beer Geek contest. You did it. Yay.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so
That
Black
is
Abbey's
awesome.
one of my favorite beers. I'm glad that you're drinking that today.
I gave him a little shout out in the tweet that was advertising today. I always try to tell everybody like to help give a little shout out to the brewery.
Yep, they probably need it.
Yes.
All right, one more. Here's a Black Abbey and a Carl.
Yep.
Wherever you are.
Cheers.
Excellent.
And that's a perfect lead into this next song called Cigarettes and Beer. All right, let me look this up real quick. All right. I want to make sure I don't mess up the lyrics because this is another new one.
Right.
Fair enough.
And it should be. So I thought I had this already pulled up. Oh my gosh! All right,
It's okay.
It's all good.
One second. There we go. Yeah, because I've had two beers now, so the lyrics might be a little elusive. I want to make sure I get them all right. All right, here we go. So this is loosely based on it. This is like based on true events. It's not a true story, but it's based on true events. Buddy, can I pull up this bar stool? Is anybody sitting here? I just had it out with my old lady. She made it clear. She don't approve of my choices. She can be a real pain in the rear. But friend, the next round is on me. If I could bend your ear. She don't like my cigarettes and she can't stand my beer. Blah, 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 it's all I hear. She don't like my cigarettes and she can't stand my beer. Buddy, that's why I'm standing here. You're preaching to the choir, he said, smiling back at me. The papers just came through and I'm finally free. I don't have to listen to her go on and on and on and on again, yeah. And it's good to throw one back with a new friend. Yeah, she don't like my cigarettes and she can't stand my beer. Blah, 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 blah is all I hear. She don't like my cigarettes and she can't stand my beer. But if that's why I'm sitting here. Then she walked up to me, asked for a light. I didn't see her come in, no. She had this look in her eye. So she took a deep drag, blew it right in my face. She said, well, you've heard his side, but hey, let me tell you something. I got something to say. I don't like your cigarettes, yeah, that much is true. Your IPAs make me want to puke. But you smoked all my cigarettes and you drank all my beer. Darling, that's why I'm standing here. Yeah, she don't like my cigarettes. She can't stand my beer. And let me tell you, that's part of what works about us, just so that we're clear. She don't like my cigarettes, and I drank all her beer. And darling, that's why we're both drinking here. Yeah, darling, that's why we're both drinking here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Good
is
song.
fun.
Good song.
That is fun.
And I know that Heath is watching right now, and he's saying in his case it's the cigars. So
Can't stand the cigars.
He's identifying with you, I think. James is still with us, and he keeps saying something about you getting to a gig on time. So I'm sure that's something that must refer to something. Before we get to your last song, I want to talk. So you have an EP out, and I want to talk a little bit about where you recorded that, and what that process was like for you, and the guys that you may have had record with you.
Well, that was it was kind of a dream recording project for me because I have a home studio and I do a lot of. I did an entire instrumental album just out of my home studio, but I had this, I guess this dream to record basically live tracks and I couldn't do that at home, and I looked around and I asked around and Sound Emporium, which is it's off of Belmont Avenue. It's funny because it's right across the street from this church that I used to play for them, the Catholic church over there, which is a whole story. I'm not Catholic, but I played classical guitar for Catholic church. Yeah, a little interesting, but it just, I don't know, it just kind of stood out, and it's very expensive. It was more expensive than I wanted to spend money on. So I could do one day. That's all I could really scrape together the money for. And so I did a GoFundMe, or Indiegogo, I believe was actually the platform that I used. And we were able to raise enough money to do it. I forget what the day rate was. It's like $2,000 or something crazy like that. But we ended up recording in the room that the Gambler was recorded in. You know,
oh, cool.
We talk about mojo. There's mojo deep in the walls. You know, it's just sick with mojo. And so I had a a bunch of friends involved in this project. Most significantly, my band, the Mysterious Undertones, consisting of Jonathan Abel and Tim Leidig. We had Irene Kelly on later, but we had the trio, bass, drums, and me do everything the first day. We did it all live, no click track. It was just hit play and let's do it. And then I took those tracks and took them back home to the home studio and did overdubs. I overdubbed the horns for the New Orleans stuff, and background vocals. I redid the Black Coffee vocal for it because that was the first one we did, and I was still kind of a little But yeah, so that was like kind of a dream come true. We actually got back in there last year to do the second EP that is still on a hard drive, and it hasn't been finished yet. And that's on me. I haven't done more with that. I have this plan. So I had a plan set up. I'm going to go tour. I'm going to set up a tour, and I'm going to release it as part of that tour. And
Right.
March made that dream kind of disappear. So
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, that happened to a lot of people. But look, you have one out and you got one in the works
Yep.
in some
That's
form
right.
or another. So it's a it's a lot of work to get it right, and it's a lot of work to get it out there. So I just wanted to let people know, that you were working out of the studio here and there, and they can
Yeah.
certainly get your material anywhere that they probably pretty much get their digital music, right? So
Amazon Music, Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, YouTube,
right.
5 others that I've never even heard of.
Yeah, all those ones in Europe that are out there. So it's kind of a crazy world that we live in. All right, well, we've got time for one more.
All right. Well, I'm gonna do James, the "Get to the Gig" song. So you can stream that one. So I'm gonna play one that you can't stream. That there's no
There
way.
you go.
There's no other way to listen to this song. This is a song my wife and I actually co-wrote. It's called
Excellent.
"Slip Me a Mickey," and it's about.
We heard this one the other day. Yes,
It
it's
feels
good.
like a good one to follow up cigarettes and beer with.
Here.
Like, yeah.
Here.
So it's about a character named Mickey Finn who owned a bar called the Lone Star Saloon around 1900, city of Chicago. And it was on a place called Whiskey Row, otherwise known as Satan's Mile, depending on which member of it, how temperate the person you're talking to is. And so he had 2 drink specials. He had beer with knockout powder, and he had whiskey with knockout powder. Those are the drink specials. Either way, you're going to end up rolled, and your wallet's gone, any money you got, any cash, and probably your shoes too. They were even known to take people's gold teeth out of their mouths, like these bastards. And so that precipitated it was like the trial of the century in a way. Like they had this very public trial, and everybody involved with it was either stupid, interesting, or both. You had Goldtooth Mary. You had this guy named Lunk, I think, or Lug or something. He was this giant bouncer with an IQ of like 60. Yeah. All right. So look it up. We just did all this research on Wikipedia basically, and came up with this song called "Slip Me a Mickey."
Awesome.
I woke up on the floor with no one there. My pants were sticky, my wallet's bare. Wish I could tell you, but I don't know where. Oh, the timeline's a little bit tricky. I stumbled out the door, my eyes on fire. My heart's hollow and my throat is dry. If I don't get a drink, I think I'll die. They must have slipped me a Mickey, I don't know who. And I couldn't say why. All I know that's true. I don't remember last night. Now they must have slipped me a Mickey. cleared my head, walking Satan's mile. The penny parlor pickpockets smile. See my reflection in the mercantile. Oh, where the heck did I get this hickey? I turn the corner on the Harmon State. My heart's pounding at a sickening rate. This must have been where I was tempting fate. Yeah, they must have slipped me a Mickey. I don't know who, and I couldn't say why. All I know that's true, I don't remember last night. Now they must have slipped me a Mickey. Yeah. They must have slipped me a Mickey. Yeah. Slipped me a Mickey, that would explain last night. The Lone Star Saloon's up the street. But whose shoes are these on my feet? Damn, next time I'll take my whiskey neat and probably be a lot more picky. Makes me contemplate my life of sin. Whores and horses and too much gin. That would explain away the state I'm in. But now they must have slipped me a Mickey. I don't know, and I couldn't say why. All I know that's true, I don't remember last night. No, they must have slipped me a Mickey. They must have slipped me a Mickey. Yeah. Slipped me a Mickey, that would explain last night. Somebody slipped me a Mickey. Somebody. This part works better in a bar, by the way. Somebody slipped me a Mickey. Somebody slipped me a Mickey, yeah. Slip me a Mickey, that way I can explain tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a great way to end the show too.
Right.
That song belongs right here, right now. So it's perfect. That's absolutely perfect.
That is a great song.
I just want to remind everyone to go to YouTube, check out this video. I'm pushing it because it's really freaking good and it's really cool. So
and shout out to my buddy Brad Ballou that produced and directed that video and had the idea and concept for it. Really good guy, really good friend, and made that whole video happen. I don't know. He's a fan and a friend, and one other thing I got to say about that, I've never changed my shirts as often as I did on that day. Like,
if they go watch the video, they'll get that.
I think I changed my shirt like 70 times.
Well, that's about it for today. I want to thank you, Rob, for joining us, and I'm so glad that you did. Hopefully you are too.
Yeah,
I hope you had
absolutely.
fun.
It's more fun than anything else I did today, for sure.
Perfect. We're going to ask you to stick around for just a couple minutes after we go down from live, just to talk to you for a second and get some information. But once again, I can't thank you enough, Jason. Thanks for moving upstairs today and getting kicked out of your normal space.
Yeah, well, daughter rates, I guess. Thank you, Rob. It was great to hear your stuff. It's great to meet you. This has been a great night.
All right.
Thanks everybody for watching.
Likewise.
Don't forget to like. Don't forget to share. Wake the neighbors. Shake the kid. Don't shake the kids. You're not supposed to shake the kids, but do whatever you got to do to get the word out there for us. We really appreciate it, and we really like doing this for everybody. As Hunter S. Thompson wrote, just remember, when the going gets weird,
The Weird Go Pro. Have a great night, guys.
see ya.